I have, in a way, lost sight of just how far this channel has grown. There's tens of thousands of new subscribers who are just getting a first impression. 1 million subscribers may seem a long way off right now, but you're closer than you think. What's up, people? So today is the day of the 100,000 subscriber award. Currently, my channel, Casey Putsch, is about 130,000 subscribers and growing, which shows that there is an amazing community out there, and something that I'm honestly blown away that I'm in this position to be the head of this aspect of a community, and that's really exciting. So I want to share that with you. Let's open up and look at it. But maybe most importantly, I want to talk about my channel, past, present, and future, and what you can expect. Because the thing that I recently realized that I've lost sight on somewhat is all of the new subscribers. Tens of thousands of people coming in and watching that frankly don't know what my deal is. They don't know what's going on with Genius Garage. They don't know what's going on with the builds. And maybe sometimes when we do something to be funny, they don't even know we're trying to be funny. And they take it seriously and be like, this guy's insane. Well, I'm not crazy, but sometimes we like to have fun. So the award, let's go check it out. This, by the way, of course, is the King Zero V12 supercar build. A supercar I'm doing from scratch that was inspired by a Bertoni prototype from 1970. A very exciting build going on. But there's other things here, for instance, the yellow Corvette, the Morgan, the Indy car, the airplane, the Lycan that belong to Genius Garage, which is the nonprofit 501c3 public educational charity that I founded with lots of help from my wife some 7 years ago now. Now I'm going to do another video this week coming up about what is Genius Garage and a reintroduction of that, as well as a reintroduction of the Lycan build, because this has been one of the most, not misunderstood, but one of the most unique builds of the internet, period. So I think let's really clear that up. But I wanted to open up this award. There's a really nice letter in here from the CEO of YouTube that honestly I want to read. I think it really means something. So here we go. It's very nice that it came. They gave you tracking and all that. And it really means a lot. But before we open that up, I'm going to read this letter because frankly, I think there's a lot of wisdom in here. And especially for younger people that maybe think of being on social media or wanting to start a channel of their own, listen to this. It's fascinating, and it puts some good perspective on it. So it says, you've just done something that very few YouTuber creators accomplish. You have an astonishing 100,000 people that subscribe to your channel. We know that numbers on YouTube can get really big, but we hope that you don't lose sight of the reality behind the 6-digit milestone. Each and every person who has subscribed to your channel has been touched by what you created. They were inspired, challenged, or entertained. You achieved this milestone with hard work, perseverance, and probably a healthy sense of humor too. What you've accomplished can't be taken away from you, and we'd like to recognize you and all your hard work with this Silver Creator Award, a small token of our esteem and respect. We know that you don't do this for rewards. You do it because you have a drive to create and share, and because you found an audience who cares. Believe us when we say that we can't wait to see what you do next. 1 million subscribers may seem a long way off right now, but you're closer than you think, and we're rooting for you. Congratulations, Susan! I'm not going to say her last name because I can't pronounce it. I'm sorry. But anyway, it really means a lot. So let's take a look here, you guys. And I will very proudly be hanging this on a wall. I'm not going to do anything nuts like drop it off a building or shoot it out of a cannon or something, because it means something. And it means something more than just me. Obviously, my name's on there because, well, that's the channel. But this is a community thing. And the greater meaning of this award, which I don't really call it an award, it's a recognition of a milestone, is what it is. The greater meaning here is that normal people now, in this time in history through the internet, have the ability to go on YouTube and present. Many will not grow, but some have the opportunity to connect with people and reach. And that is a fantastic component of our modern society. It does not matter your race or gender or creed or background. It only matters if you can connect with people, share thoughts, ideas, experiences, and inspiration. And that is at the heart of what I think the human experience should be or could be. That was at the heart of the better values of what the United States of America is supposed to be. So it's really touching and meaningful to be in this position. I hope you all enjoy being here as well, because I certainly do. Yes, it is a lot of work. There's a lot going on and some exciting things that I want to hint at now. So I appreciate all you fans and supporters that are there time in and time out and watching everything. And I really appreciate the people who understand that I'm human. I'm a normal guy. Well, as normal as I can be for being in this wacky circus. But it takes a lot of work. Peyton is shooting the video right now, but I have to edit it. I have to put it out. I have to do all the tags. That's aside from leading Genius Garage and doing all the organizational things, scheduling, phone calls, not to mention mentoring and in the shop work that I have to do that, as well as all the work it takes to create everything else I'm doing. So I appreciate the people who think about that for a minute and realize there's no production crew here. There's no magic money tree, and it's me doing a lot of work because of why I created this. And the reason being is I couldn't get a voice for Genius Garage. It was a very important thing that needed to exist and grow, but I couldn't do it. So the wonderful thing about YouTube is it's given me the opportunity to just go out as myself and connect with everybody as a car guy, but to make Genius Garage matter more. Now, I'm not going to talk too much more about Genius Garage in this one because I'm going to do a reintroduction video this week about it. I'm also going to do a reintroduction video of the Lycan Hypersport build because I think it sort of warrants it. I have, in a way, lost sight of just how far this channel has grown. There's tens of thousands of new subscribers who are just getting a first impression. And last week we did kind of a satire fun video with the Lycan that a lot of people thought was absolutely hilarious and got it. But there were a lot of new people to the channel that are like, what is this? So I'm glad that happened because it gave me an opportunity to regroup and just sort of see what's going on. So the Genius Garage stuff is coming up, but I just wanted to kind of recap what I got going on for this channel for the future and me. So here's the Omega car. This was the recyclable fuel efficiency concept I originally designed back in 2012 and did most of the work creating. It sat for a long time because frankly, I didn't have a voice. I had no way to share what I thought the positive aspects of this was with the world. And eventually I just brought it to Genius Garage to help teach and inspire. And then this year, a young man, Brian, helped me with it and got a lot of good learning out of it. And it's running and driving. And currently the car will give my Dodge Viper a run for its money in acceleration. But on our very first test, not even trying to get high miles to the gallon, it got 75 miles to the gallon. And it's not even a hybrid, not even trying. So I think that's saying, and that's going to be an exciting thing more into this channel coming up. Here, of course, is the Dune Buggy, or as one of the guys on the comments called it, the Doom Buggy, which maybe is more fun, which I got and I called my midlife crisis. I don't know if I'm having one, probably not, but it's a lot of fun. And if you're having a midlife crisis, you should probably get a Dune Buggy too. It weighs 800 pounds and makes 200 horsepower and is every bit of the excitement I remember from being a child on a go-kart, but as an adult. So we're going to have lots of fun with this. This, of course, was the $8,000 Formula Continental that I bought because it's cheap. And that's important to me because things like racing and cars are vastly and insanely expensive. And so many of the very popular YouTubers are rich guys or guys that have gotten a lot of money from YouTube and just bang around in exotic cars. And that's cool and all, but it's dehumanizing for everybody because we can't afford that. So I wanted to bring something to all the young people or older people out there that want to go fast, they want to compete, they want to race. And I want to show you that, yes, you can go race on the cheap, or at least the reasonable. So that's going to be a fun project coming up. Of course, we're going to get more of the Lycan, perhaps some of the IndyCar. Those are Genius Garage projects. I don't own them. They belong to nonprofit that I lead. And since I'm here all the time with students, that's why I have some of my cars in the corner, because it would be impossible for me to be somewhere else. I can't be in two places at once. So this is my corner of Genius Garage to do my own silly things. As another note, and this is fun, this, of course, is the King Zero V12 supercar build that I concocted that relates, of course, to the Avalon King ceramic coating sponsor that I'm very happy to have on this channel, and that they were very nice to not kill me when instead of doing commercials, I thought it'd be way cooler to build a supercar. And Peyton, who is recording this video, was a student of mine from last year, and his dream is to be a coach builder, kind of like Singer is for Porsches. And I said, hey man, how about you and I build a cool car together this year? So it's also a great opportunity for him to come back as sort of a direct apprentice, and we're gonna have a lot more videos of this going. This build's gonna happen happen very fast over the next 2 months. So you better come back and come back regularly, because you're not going to believe how fast this is going to move along. Obviously, you can see the cockpit and everything going along. And next week, we're going to start doing the bodywork, the coach building. But that's really it, guys, for the Casey Putsch channel. Obviously, we got Genius Garage. I'm going to continue to champion that for the sake of education and helping young people get their shot. I'm going to keep building crazy builds, all the things that I dream of like that, or maybe something nutty like the world's only full-scale flying pterosaur, which is enormous if you ever get to come here and visit and see it. We're going to have good old-fashioned fun like in the dune buggy. I want to share stuff with racing on the cheap with guys. And yeah, I actually care about the future and the environment and the general populace of the world. I think cars are done badly and they're toxic and too expensive, so that's why I did the Omega car. And I want to share that with you all too. So these are the fun coming up. But I think most importantly, and I want you all to realize, like, I'm human. I'm not perfect. But I'm not a crappy person. The one thing I knew I could do better than anybody else when I started this channel was be myself. And it's pretty shallow if all you're going to do is hoot and holler and just drive around cars. I just wanted to share the lessons and the life experiences with younger people and older people too. I wanted to create a place where we could kind of come together and think and inspire. So thank you for everybody out there that realizes this is a lot of work and very stressful at times. It gives me the benefit of the doubt for being human, but striving to better the car world, industry, education, Genius Garage, and have some fun. So I really appreciate that. Beyond that, behind the scenes, what's to come next year? Well, still Genius Garage is going to be there. It's going to evolve. It may change a little bit. We may get new cars and do new builds. But what's Casey Putsch going to do? What is the guy that did, you know, all this crazy stuff going to one-up himself? Well, it's not about just one-upping, even though it might be fun if I go to space one day, flying a fighter jet again. But what is it going to be? Well, there's a good chance I may get to do some professional race driving next year. So obviously I want to bring that to this channel because I think that'll be a fun experience. But I'm always going to do builds. I'm always going to do cool stuff. And it may be that someday I can afford to do a bit more expensive build. But the one thing you can always be sure is the builds and the cars and the things I do are always going to relate to the car world. Everybody out there. I know what it's like to work hard with my own two hands. I know what it's like to cut yourself in blood, sweat, and tears and come from nothing. And I enjoy having that on this channel and hope you do as well. So there's going to be some really exciting, inspirational type adventures, more Genius Garage, wild builds that are exciting, adventurous, and hopefully a bit creative. And I really appreciate you guys watching and being part of this. I'm going to keep going. So I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. See you guys next time.